So I recently came across an old TV network from back in the day on YouTube called the TSN network, TSN Gallagher or something. The guy was pretty much interviewing Sable, Deborah, and Chyna, right, from 1999. This was an interview from back in 1999 at the height of the Attitude Era. And this just caught my attention. I was just surfing through YouTube and I just happened to stumble upon this rare, sit down interview with the three women. I'm pretty sure some of y'all have seen it back in the day with Chyna, Sable, and Deborah. This is my first time actually watching it. I watched the whole thing last night during my overnight shift, and there was just a particular part of the sit down where Chyna and Sable went back and forth. I mean, let me tell you something. Those two, man, they went at each other. It's like they was cutting a whole promo on one another. They was going off script. There was no script. Like, they was just shooting on one another. And I'm thinking to myself, damn, this is around 1999. Both women are extremely popular at that time. Vince McMahon could have done Sable versus Chyna at WrestleMania 15. And I'm thinking to myself, that could have been the biggest women's match of that era. You know, before Trish and Lita happened, we could have had Chyna and Sable for WrestleMania. And I'm looking at that like, damn, that was such a missed opportunity by Vince. But basically, I'm going to do a reaction on the back and forth between Sable and Chyna. So let's get right to it.
I can answer that.
All right, Chyna, you're up.
I have absolutely no interest in the women's belt. It does. First of all, it would take me 2 seconds to get it.
Damn. She said 2 seconds to get the belt from Sable.
Second of all, let me just be the first to say that you and I have never fought, so you are totally not sure of yourself about that.
All right. Is there anybody in here that doesn't think that I could squash?
Now, granted, Chyna would squash Sable in 2 seconds. I believe that. If you remember WrestleMania 17, Ivory, she fought Chyna for the women's championship, or she defended the women's championship against Chyna, and Chyna squashed her in a few minutes, right? Ivory's an actual wrestler. Sable is not a wrestler. She was just eye candy, right? She was just something good to look at on TV, right? A literal sex pot. You know what I'm saying? But it's obvious that Chyna would pretty much demolish Sable in record time.
Sable in a second.
Sable?
Everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but I have a lot of confidence in myself, and I say you can.
And you've got the belt. You're the newcomer on the scene, Deborah McMichael.
Hey, if they match up, I'll be the referee.
There you go.
Because I'm not going to get involved in
They're going to
that.
have Deborah be the special guest referee if that match would have happened.
I think it takes a lot of, doesn't take a lot of guts for Chyna to say what she just said, but I think it really demeans the women's division, and she needs to remember that this is a company and we all work for the same company. And just because we don't do exactly the same things you do to get the body you have, doesn't mean that you're any better than we are.
Damn.
The issue is whether I can beat you or not. I'm twice your size. I have twice your strength, and that's
why are you twice?
Hey, talk your shit, Chyna. Talk your shit.
Because I am. That's life, sister. I work hard to end that way. And
Hey, she talking right now.
I work out just as hard as you do, but I do not supplement my body the way you do.
Damn, she got her with that.
We ordered a good old-fashioned cat fight.
Woo!
We got one.
Depends on whether you call that stuff supplements. Excuse me.
She said she didn't need to supplement her body. Did you hear that? She said she did not need to supplement her body like Chyna did. Man, when I heard that, I was like, yep, she got her there. She definitely got her with that comment. Look, I know at the time the women's division was not taken seriously at all, but I'm just entertaining some nostalgia here. That's all I'm simply doing with this one. This is just a simple what if scenario. What if, we had Sable and Chyna for the women's title at WrestleMania 15? Because, they were your two biggest women's stars, female stars of the Attitude Era, similar to Rock and Austin, the two most popular, superstars of that time. But, man, this felt like a promotion for their WrestleMania match that never happened, unfortunately. Now, I think I did read an article probably somewhere where they both had like real life issues with one another or like some type of professional jealousy. But when I was watching that interview, I was sensing some hostility between Sable and Chyna just with that talk, just in that talk show. It's one of those situations where you can read the room. These two people don't like each other. They got hostility toward one another. There's professional jealousy and whatnot. And, it's pretty obvious. You can tell, right? But I think overall, this was a missed opportunity by Vince to not book Sable versus Chyna at WrestleMania 15.
I think you've been to the plastic surgeon a lot more than I have, honey.
Woo! She got her, fam.
This is built by me. This is built by Chyna right here. No plastic surgery there.
Man, why didn't Vince book this damn match, bro? That's beyond me.